Hello. Hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone's had a good week. Just my week was fine. I'm just Hello, and yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is pretty cool. Right, have the mountain to do. Just gotta make my way through this. It's fine. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Not what I was trying to do there. I gotta get myself back into the groove. Playing this like possibly like once a week's definitely throwing me somewhat off. Especially since I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles X in basically my downtime throughout the week. It's got its claws back in me, and it's like now that I've started playing it, and yeah. Wait, I should watch him because, right, Mind Fly. And that's been going pretty well, all things considered. It's Xenoblade Cross. I know how to play the game. I've played through it twice already. If anything, the big thing is I'm someone who always takes it slow, so I'm not trying to like rush the scales. So I'm just enjoying the exploration while I can. One of those things about Xenoblade Cross I've always felt is that it has a fantastic world to explore. It's just, if you rush to get movement options, you won't get to fully enjoy it. And honestly, they give you a lot to mess around with traversal, especially in Definitive Edition. In the Definitive Edition, you can just change party members, which means you don't really need to go out of your way to get Shadow Walker on the main character, which Shadow Walker is a skill you can use that just makes you invisible to enemies for the duration of its buff. Which means you can use it to basically skip by choke points where there's enemies that are like, you know, that dwarf you strength-wise. Like I said, there's a lot you can do exploration-wise, and it's fun. Now, one of the big things is we do actually want to hit whatever holes we can find here. So, curiosity. Beef jerky, not a bad thing to steal. I could definitely use free vitamins, and that's effectively what that is. Yeah, as always, I'm a big Xenoblade freak, but I'd never actually play them on stream. One of those games where it's like, too much of how I enjoy it is, yeah. Just getting into the zone and exploring. Even if I've played the game already, it's just, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of the bigger issues with it. When the side quests are more just interacting with some NPCs, they get better, but they're still, in the end, very keyed towards that. There is no beating the allegations that it's like a single-player MMO. Especially when the big whole resource that keeps you from just spamming abilities is cooldowns. Everything's tied towards cooldowns. There really isn't any beating that allegations, and for better or worse, it's, yeah. But it's something I end up enjoying because you do get every once in a while some really nice side quests. Like, in one, there's the one people always talk about where the whole Napon drug smuggling ring. Xenoblade Cross, honestly, one of those things people, honestly, the old hats of it will all usually agree on is that game is at its best with its best writing is in side quests, because the side quests are where they really tackle a lot of themes. It's notable because one of the big things with Xenoblade Cross is you end up, befriending other alien races and such. And if you just follow the main story path, you don't really team up with a lot of them. Xenoblade 3 definitely probably is the best in terms of how they handle a lot of their side quests, and in that one, for the most part, a majority of the side quests have a bit more meat to them in the sense of you have the hero quests and such, where it's like hero quests and the ascension quests, where are pretty much kind of mini story arcs for NPCs that are important. Plus, there's the stuff for the main characters. What a weird house. Hey, the bridge is finally done. Thank God. I think the big thing is also I'm not someone who's going to try to sell anyone on Xenoblade. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's like the biggest issue with the first game. One of the big quality of life things they added to the definitive edition of Xenoblade 1 was if you turn on expert mode, you can just level yourself down. I believe you can also have an option to have side quest experience points be banked instead of automatically applied to characters, so you can do the thing in Xenoblade 2 where you can just camp, and if you want to bump up your levels, you can bump up your levels. Then expert mode makes it kind of a bit funner because then you can bump down your levels, which, since in one characters learn skills based on their levels, you can level them up to get more arts and then just level them back down and keep the arts. But that is definitely something that is a major issue with like 1, and yeah. It's something a lot of people agree to being a problem, because on top of all that, the combat system in 1 is very closely tied to your level in a lot of ways. Specifically, the accuracy is so closely tied to level, it's actually kind of annoying. Red name enemies are just enemies that you're like, there's more than 5 levels separating you from, you can just barely hit, while enemies that are like 5 levels below you just can't hit you, and yeah. Give me more red fairies, please. Well, fairies who have strength. That would be great. I mean, I know that's like, I know having them hunt's the big thing, but if I only have one fairy that has strength worth that has, the red stat worth a damn, so yeah. And also the mention of that, and while mentioning that bit of quality of life with Xenoblade 1, it's one of the annoying things with 3 was that they also do the whole bank experience stuff, which good, but you don't have the ability to level down until you've beaten the game, so not until you like are either in the post game or New Game Plus are you allowed to level down, which is annoying in 3 because 3 has classes and the class experience you get is influenced by your level in relation to the enemies. So if you wind up over leveled, you'll just have difficulty raising class levels until you've beaten the game, which it's not the biggest issue, but it can be annoying. I say it's not the biggest issue because usually it can come down to a matter of just looking for places where there's enemies that are a bit tougher, but it can be annoying if you take some actions that bump up your level a bit more than it should be, and yeah. Road's blocked. Uh-oh. Well. Yeah. Well, it's about time. Guess McNeil must have finally skimmed a little too much off the top and actually like gotten on the nerves of the kingdom. Because this is where they get their wheat to bake their bread. Oh, yeah. Also, none of the villagers have any reason whatsoever to not just blab immediately when asked. I remember seeing some rough-looking fellas going up to visit Mr. McNeil. Oh yeah, McNeil's toast. I don't think anyone's getting your guys' way. And honestly, those enforcers seemed very much like they did not want to actually entangle with the full brunt of the Windia Kingdom at that. They're absolutely in the mood to try to ransom Nina, but they very clearly weren't interested in actually starting direct shit, it seemed. Probably did well to, you know, bribe and get rid of, you know, some nosy officials here and there, but the taxes were always collected, whether it's a good year or a bad year for the crops. Wonder how the village itself is taking all this news. I'm sure they're I'm sure they're taking it well. Man-eating tiger? Yeah, they don't have much selection here, but yeah, it's a farm. It's basically a farming community. What can you say? I don't care what he's done. Yeah. It may have been some years, but the stock has not changed. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's Loki for you. I mean, honestly, probably a bigger... The mayor's probably a bigger problem. There's that house up here. I'm just like one of the few times I'm like actually curious. I mean, yes. Yes, he was. Or what's this old granny doing? One thing at a time, ma'am. First, probably take care of the mayor, then, you know, the man-eating tiger can be taken care of. I mean, the former probably isn't an issue because we're in a populated area, and the latter, I mean, that's not really going to impede anything other than, you know... I mean, we tried, ma'am. We tried. It just, yeah. Should we have? A bit too close to home there. Awesome. Free room. That's fine. I just want to save right now. It's funny just how much Garb clearly can go around and go, yeah, no, I'll do some monster extermination. Yeah, no problem. Speaking of it, honestly, I should probably go actually take a peek at McNeil's mansion first. If only because, you know... I know we're gonna do it later, and I was thinking I might trigger something now, but I shouldn't, I don't think. I mean, yeah. Someone like McNeil, absolutely, you know, just skim a bit too much off the top, and yeah, eventually someone's gonna notice, and I wish I could be a guard for the mayor. Dude, no, you don't wish that. Yes, do that. Huh. Guess it's that maid from, like, so long ago. Really? Your stipend is that low? Even the castle's better than that. Oof. I mean, you can. It has no impact. If anything, it has no real impact on, you know, what you're doing, but sure. Now to go up into Cedar Woods. I could probably go talk to Bunyan, but he'd just be going on about being, you know, a teacher. Let's see. Now, if a wild animal's gonna go somewhere, clearly it's gonna go. This one's like, what? Okay. Just go auto because why not? I mean, I gotta find this man-eating tiger, right? Clearly it could be anywhere in these woods. They say, knowing full well where to go. Sometimes you just want to see the sights, though. Like this old tree where everything started. Also, always appreciate the sprite work of everyone drawing their weapons, and Gar with that whole flourish of flame to pull out his spear? Yes, spear. My brain was looking for the word for a moment there. I wanted to say pike. Ryu already having put 2 and 2 together himself. Can we actually go in here at all? Oh yes, we can. This is definitely a nice scene. It's kind of why I just shut up, because Ray, find out Ray's still alive. Also, he's kind of just been trying to get back at the Syndicate, as well as trying to get a shot at Balio and Sunder. Also, if anyone if the player remembered the whole line from way back at the start of the game where Ray was like, yeah, Bunyan had me do this alone because, well, don't worry about it. It's like, oh, it's because he could do this. Yeah. We gotta go to the village now. It's a good scene for a couple of reasons, one of which is at this point the player might have already just written Ray off completely, since it was kind of originally Ryu's goal to try to find them, but then it's just kind of, we got sidetracked and it's like, it's been years at this point. First off, let's go into the village. And what happened? Oh, wow, look at what happened to Loki. Oh, man, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I wonder if that wasn't Ray just now. Oh, no, he must have come back to take revenge on us. Nah, I don't think he cares about the most of you. Angry for some reason. Yeah. And knock this man down. Oh, wasn't even as a tiger. Ray just bumped into him and shanked him. Ah, good old Ray. Right in front of our eyes. And to be fair, Loki doesn't deserve the man-eating tiger treatment. Yeah, Loki will be fine. He'll walk it off. But if he did this to Loki, it means he's probably just gonna charge at McNeil, give him the opportunity, which might be rough for the Windian soldiers. And everything's clicking for Gar. I wouldn't say behind all of it, but he is a major player in this drama. This may not be for me to say, but aren't you interested in getting revenge, Ryu? Like Ray? I mean, we kind of already got the revenge that mattered, honestly. We kind of already did. Also that, yes. Like I said, we kind of already did get the revenge that mattered, and if McNeil's hogtied and being escorted to Windia, I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do to him that is worse than this. No, you've got it all wrong. It wasn't me, really. We know a thing or two about your friends Balio and Sunder, the ones who work for the organization you told us about. They are dead, yes? Everyone's extremely confused. Nina's doing this big old dramatic, I'm reading you your rights and tell you just how fucked you are, and Gar's like, hi. Because honestly, let's be real, all Ray would have to do would be jump over the guards, land one good hit on McNeil, and yeah. So Nina, how much do you know about what happened at Angel Tower? I mean, how much did Gar even tell you? Yeah, pretty much. I tried to kill him. All of the dead dragons down there seem to have made him freak out in some primal way, and he just ran off before utterly destroying me. Fair point. Nita's going, we're gonna stay on task. At least my current task. And that's bringing the Syndicate to heel. Yes, just gotta go through a mountain pass. Alright, I'm gonna need to pay off 10,000 Zenny to Emitai. Oh, and by the way, don't worry about McNeil. Yeah, probably not. I mean, Ray probably could sneak into the castle, but it'd still be a giant pain in the butt. Oh, all the guards are, yeah. It'd be pretty serious for the princess herself to come all the way from Windia. Yeah. But I imagine Nina very much doesn't like being cooped up in the castle, so yeah. Get any kind of official business with which to just, you know. I mean, that's just McNeil's, like, normal, you know, state of being. McNeil. I mean, probably. A lot of stuff's probably gonna change. Just go to Windy or something. Alright, also, upgrade for Nina. Okay. There we go. Her magic shot thing now goes way farther. It now extends across the entire screen. But yeah, right now we do have to backtrack. Don't worry, she's got the best muscle she could possibly have right now. A dragon who can throw everything, including the kitchen sink and Gar. But yeah, Mount Levitt, this place isn't... This is just an annoying location, because every time you're gonna need to, like, run through the map. Jeez, really hyper-focusing on Nina. So rude. Hey, Nina did get a level under Honda. I didn't think she'd actually manage. And we can just fall down here, that's fine. Thankfully, this map is really quick to go through. It's just, you know, you have to go through the transitions. I really should just sit down and try to observe and mindflow. Especially since they seem to hyper-focus Nina with it. We have 10,000 Zene. Also, Nina might get a kick out of this. I think canonically we never found out about the scam. Sure. No, we're good. Right, I talked to him, someone, oh, clearly I can just double check the stats he gives with that, but no, I need to go into camp for that. I mean, if he tried moving, you know, his prime real estate to somewhere more populated, he'd probably be able to earn plenty of money doing other things. But that's just not the Immatai way. Gar wouldn't tell us what happened. Yeah, I bet he didn't. Issue being his biggest targets are already dead. AP plus 4, intelligence plus 4. Yeah, that works. It's a big influx of AP and intelligence. That'll work for now. Yeah, I don't think story scenes advance the entire fairy stuff. I think it's like explicitly just fights. I think. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there isn't anything ever right about this city. It's a den of... Oh. Oh no. You've gone too far, Ray. That dumbass whose name I can't remember. Did you tell him where the boss is? I mean, I hope you did. He's dead. Yeah, sure. They'll get in trouble. Sure, here. Old painting. Neat. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy, it's a Crisis song. Oh boy. Wrong words, buddy. Not paying attention to your target. And that's quite the transformation. Choose the party members to help protect Ray. We'll go with this party. So. Do we have any ammonia on me? Crap, I forgot. How's my stock of ammonias? I only have 2. I should pick up some more next time we have a chance. Ooh, he hits hard. I got vitamins here. Let's use that. Especially with that whole poison happening. Oh. Yeah, he would be that mad. Nice, it landed. Ooh, we got that without any trouble. Yeah. Just double check something quick. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna deal with that. That works, actually. Rude. Excellent. And we also have EX turns. Oh, can I inflict blindness on this guy? That might actually have helped if that was possible. It can miss, of course it can miss. Frickin' Vivify rules. Reminds me. She's so, yeah, she's so low loaded out as I had her equipped with. Did I always leave her with that? That's that matters really what she has. Yeah, not really. That just Actually having a surprising amount of trouble with this fight, although that's very much that's because I decided to not bring influence on someone, but nice to see Nina's vocabulary has grown beyond just going, Ryu's not a bad dragon. Happy music plays while, yeah. We'll currently keep this party. These cards. I wonder if anything exciting will ever happen, like a fight or some big criminal trying to break through. Yeah. Alright, also, we have Ray back in the party, so we can unlock locked doors and finally get an upgrade to our fishing rod. It's been long overdue, honestly. Over here... Okay, deluxe rod. Use wind fishing. Okay. If you've gotten that to get across the bridge to the Eastern Lands, we need the King's permission. We've got a pass, right? That doesn't have an expiration date, does it? Again to Angel Tower, although we have different... yeah. It's kind of a miracle Ryu survived. It's kind of a miracle Ray managed to survive. Hoping for 3 back-to-back miracles is probably asking for too much there. Oh, I guess there's one question. How is Sin City faring now that they have been raided by a man-eating tiger and the Dawn is no more? Back to business as usual. Sorry about the interruption, just cat things. Someone's about to bring a vacuum out, one of the other cats was trying to get into my room. While the other one that is kind of mean is already kind of on my bed, so... gonna have to see how this goes. Yeah. Good to see he's still managing to hang in there. Not like there's anything else for me to specifically do right now. A, because I'm kind of broke from paying off Amitai to be a teacher for Nina for a bit. Mm-hmm. I don't know what ends up showing up around here. Probably nothing worth worrying about, but eh. Wait, no, that thing's... Yeah, that thing's weak. Yeah, not worth doing at all. I have a feeling. I'll start with some dragon forms, why not? There we go. That's cool. Also was a lot of damage, but that was also critical. Oh, two Titans. Oh boy. Time to try to steal. The burns hurt so much, but I need to take this damage on the chin. Good. Not good. Gonna try that out. See if we can start getting some EX turns going. There we go. That'll help. More attempts. For the damage I'm kind of taking, that'll help. There we go. First one can die now. I mean, I'm just very eager to get life shards because I'm just gonna be giving them to Nina. Ow. Cause yeah, she could just use some life shards. So realizing though, we could probably just use Monopolize on Nina. Two Titans hurt. They're definitely pain to fight, but worth it. Also, the sorting is kind of ass in this game, but what can you do? Hold on to some just to have some, but that's like already like a bunch of extra life on into Nina. 7 extra hit points. Not gonna complain. Alright, also I never equipped stuff onto Nina, did I? Culture level rose. Okay. That's so nice. I don't think there's anything I can really do other than, you know, what we're currently doing stuff. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's the only hunt. I mean, to be fair, they got great stats. Absolutely fantastic stats. No one else even has any hint of red. There's like nothing I can do for food other than what I'm currently doing, so it's like I hope they give me people with some red stat, but we'll see. Eggnog Road. You need to use the Eastern Bridge. Yes. Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. You could have just as easily have immediately turned back and walked back to the castle after what happened. But you didn't. Honestly, Nina, really, at this point, it might just be best to steal some of the paper you use for a passport and write one up yourself and dare them to tell you no. Yes, the thinly veiled allegory for genetically engineering crops. Looks like there's something funny going on there lately. Honestly, it's not the king I'm worried about, it's the queen. Just 1 second. Sorry, just cats actually coexisting on my bed is... I had to take a photo of that. What's going on here? Ho 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 ho. Okay. Ho 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 ho, indeed. Anyways, for as much as our next goal is to go check out the plant, let's go into Windia. How has Windia changed after these years, plural? This is Windia. Oof. That's... ugh. My condolences. I wonder why. Oh look, it's a bunch of punks. Okay. Hello. Sure. Yes. We're not just kids anymore. We won't just hide here to Windia. but all over the world. For example, I'll hide somewhere in the northwest of here. In the northwest, where there's lots of strong men. Northwest strong men, so, like, the mine? I'll hide someplace close. I'll go to that place that smells like oil. So... Junktown? I wonder where I should go. I know, I'll hide at the place that connects this world with that world. Come and find me. So what do you think? Nah, we're good. Okay, that's taken care of. They have gotten a lot better at hide and seek. Why am I looking at the shop? Nothing here's new. It's habit. It's the habit of mine to look at shops. Let's see. Not who I was trying to talk to, but that's on me for getting right up against the counter. Oh, have you heard that officials from Windia are going to take over the management of the village? That's probably for the best. Still have room for corruption and stuff, but I mean, yeah. Better than a private family owning it, yeah. Yep, Shishu's the best. You've never heard of Shishu? It's a Maikis specialty. Maybe you should. I'll be doing good, Silent Night. Yeah, the Shishu. He's the one who arrested that McNeil fella. Yeah. What's the kid saying? I want a juice? Oh. Saw that guy, McNeil. He didn't look so big and important to me. Yeah, no, he's like, just radiates being pathetic. Kind of a weird place, but just going around murdering random encounters while I forget if the first hide and seek location, that guy who was hiding close, is in here or not, which is why I came in here. I mean, I've been through this before, so I mean, it's less, so, you know, in the game's defense, it's less instincts and more just vague memories, but again, this is also probably the first place your mind should want to check after hearing, oh, he's going to be close by. I mean, it's fine. Everyone else will get found eventually. I mean, their hints are pretty straightforward. The probably murkiest one is the one about a place that smells like oil. That's more because there's a chance you might not have cared to explore a lot when going to Angel Tower. Just a second. Those cats usually don't get along well enough and usually don't hang out in my bed, so having both of them just wanting to pass out on there is definitely rare. Yeah. So there's only one place, but you might not have visited it. There's like one place that really qualifies, or at least one area. Maybe? No. I'd say one place, but my first instinct for that is like always the junk town place, but well, there's others that might kind of qualify. The only thing that makes that one a little tricky is that you might not have visited there yet if you like are gunning straight through stuff, but if you're hitting the critical path of the story is that hard, you're probably not coming over here to talk to them yet, so because you've got no reason to actually check that place out. When you're first going there, it's just always a case of, oh yeah, I wonder what if you're curious about what happened to the boat, you'll go there, but there's a chance you just might not. A lot of people play games in different ways, so oh yeah, how am I doing in terms of this? Not a lot of fights, but yeah, figures. I'm just desperate to have more fairies I can put on for hunting. It's a Garwan, and he asked for some kids as his prize. Good memory. I mean, you could probably still put it off if you try, but I guess the allure of fighting just for the sake of fighting isn't as much as anything your heart desires. Probably not too long far in the future, the entire thing's gonna, I don't know, someone might end up repurposing it, you never know. I mean, fingers crossed it's running. Yeah. Might also just not even be showing up until we get the pass. It's not like I could even make it past those guards if I don't have the... Have you had Shishu? Shishu. It's everywhere if you look for it, I guess. Yeah, man-eating tigers. Yeah, I think I remember like she was just like on the other side like that wall, but it's been years for me, so my memory could just be faulty. You know, I didn't talk to the guards. I didn't see if they'd be willing to just let us, you know, scooch on by with a super expired passport. I mean, they won't, but you never know. You just gotta shoot your shot. Got a passport right here. No, I tried. It warms my heart to see the cats getting along like this. One of them's just got such an attitude they usually just don't. But she just looked at the dude who's just like laying in the middle of the bed, just acknowledged, you know, who's there, and went, you know, that's fine, whatever. Normally she sees him and she can't help but like growl and just, yeah. The old curry. Is that safe? I don't know. Why is these crops all taste weird? Are you sure you should be eating them then? That's fine. Clearly that is a good idea. Oh, it's the best idea. We just want to go poke this guy. Well, I just like looking at I just like looking at shops, okay? There was like no mechanical reason. There's like, it's just a habit of mine. We should go ahead. We should just make our way to the plant. To be fair, though, comparing these to, you know, genetically modified crops is kind of like doing those a poor disservice, considering this is pretty much just them going, hey, what if we inject this, like, magical mineral into, like, plants and see what happens? It's like, where's your... This sounds crazy, and it kind of just is. Clearly, if we mix some magic into the fertilizer, it'll make the plants grow bigger, right? Or raise the Chrism pressure. Man, fuck the director. Dude sold us out. And then that didn't work because we just beat up the people he sold us out to. Yeah. Also about to get into like one of the more annoying puzzles in the game. Honestly, anything involving going around the plant sucks because you have to do with these conveyor belts. This place just honestly kind of blows. More stuff about cats. Just between you and me, I heard the mechanic who used to work here died of Chrism poisoning. I wonder if Momo's okay. Honestly, it's easier to not bring Ray along for this. Wait for it. I would just go on. There's no excuse for not recognizing Gar. What is it, honey? I can't play with you right now. How many years has it been since you died at Angel Tower? Oh, that bad. Mutants appearing. A Chrism reactor overload. Just about anything could happen. The only one who knows what's really going on is Pallet. And he's conveniently gone. We pretty much have the band back together, minus Peko. Yeah, where else would he be? Need to go recruit Peko. always a good reminder of just how my shenanigans overpowered Ryu. With, you know, Ray having joined up at level 20 and Ryu being like a good old 3 levels ahead of him. Anyways, I'll just go toss Ray on Mary Leap just for back of it. I'm gonna try to avoid relying on Ray. Like, I'm gonna try to avoid relying on Ray, but yeah. Not enough speed. My bad. Oh crap, 2 Goo Titans, crap, I gotta... Yeah, this is gonna be a pain. I thought running a fire on Ryu, because screw it, he needs that too much. There we go. Just to make sure we're safe. Don't want him to decide to attack Ryu twice in a row. There we go. There we go. That's good. Probably shouldn't, but let's just finish him off. Yeah. Yeah. I ended up just using Paco to get Delonzo stuff. I don't know, was it? Yeah, I think I used it to get... I don't know, did I need it for Delonzo? So I messed up getting the weapons, and so I messed up getting enough weapons. I needed to have bought something from the Arena Town and didn't do that, which ended up putting me behind in terms of that, but I did use it. I do like using Paco for just getting skills from masters with Little Boss. I know that's not optimal. I know Paco can be a monster if you try, but sometimes you just want to get skills without having to, you know, worry about the rest of it, you know? Oh no, wait, I'm going to need Paco for what's coming up because, yeah, this part, the part my brain's trying to, like, kind of ignore. It's funny, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's just how things work out. In reality, we're just helping Nina get her work done. Ray, separate from everyone going on bad. What's an you doing walking around like that? Alright, yeah. Ray is not prepared. Yeah, we're good. We need Paco for this. Because, yeah, also some of the late game masters are have some really, really nice stuff. Oh. I guess this is the end. God, I hate navigating the plant. This isn't even a dungeon. It's just an annoying town to walk through. I know I keep saying it, but it's like, it's true. I see. Only we had someone who could, like, kick some rocks and break some windows, you know? If only. Okay. There we go. Have to be careful. We don't want to waste a rock. require me to... Exactly, just like that. We don't want to do that. Yeah. God, I hate this part. That won't actually carry that much momentum. Okay. There we go. I actually did that rather painlessly. I'm proud of myself. Something's wrong with the furnace. Kukui? Sorry if I sound like I'm not happy about this, but I have to make my way through here. I can just slide down there. That's fine. That's fine, RP. You can just slide down that. Stop being such a drama queen about it. Boom. One upside, though, is we're about to see Ryu ascend to godhood. This is, after all, Nina's investigation, so it's only right we bring her along. Yeah, equip that light bangle back onto Ryu. I didn't look at it because, honestly, just shoot. There's a ladder here. It's supposed to be a furnace. so high tech. I mean, it must be, right? Very impressive indeed. Momo's brain is going a mile a minute. Sorry, just one second. There we go. You have anything interesting? Alright, I also stole that silver mail I never took a look at. Ow. Yeah, that damage should have negated a lot of this damage. Yeah. It's like almost dead. Awesome. It's just what I needed. Scale mail. Flame Strike is new. I would like to get Flame Strike. Hey, Momo can equip some of the stuff. Not a bad idea, honestly. If we're going to be dealing with people who do that, we'll want to. Door is electronically locked. Door with a 1 on it. More conveyor belts. I guess one of the other buildings. Healing herb, okay. Found a skilling. Nothing else of note here, though. Sure, Flame Prism. Why not? Bunch of computers. It's a relic from the Techno Age. This number, the number 1, is the same as was on the door. God, it's so weird seeing computers like that when they've become like they are nowadays. A key from the Techno Age. Okay. We input the password here. The doors to the same number will open. Have you tried? Let's try password. Or guessed. Friend's name, order for the password. Like pellet or something. Maybe that's a little too obvious. Momo, you hacking genius, you. I don't believe it. It opened. We don't know the password yet. Back here are some beds we can actually rest in. That's why I'm not so worried about using AP. Use AP galore in this dungeon. It doesn't matter. Even they went, yeah, it's a bit of a pain to navigate the town to heal. Just have here. Just heal. Just heal here. It's fine. Of course, that's what it is, and totally not because it's like, well, if researchers are trying to do some clandestine stuff down here, of course they need living quarters. There we go. Ryu is a terrible person to be giving elemental strikes to because he doesn't need them. At least so far. We've got a wind sword, we've got a fire sword, we've got a light sword even. Door number 4 is up here. Bum, bum. In the end, the big problem, I guess, with Nina is I'm not sure how much, well, you know, making her intelligence super high will actually help her, because her intelligence is already extremely high for what it probably should be from me equipping her with accessories, and it's not like her magic's hitting particularly. I say that, but she can one-shot Flyman, but I assume at this point they're weak to water or weak to ice. So that's kind of a moot, you know, point of comparison. Three, two, one. Who dares to try to fight us? Anything here? Ammonia. Right, I need to buy me more ammonia so I can actually revive people. We don't know the password yet. We should be able to find a hint somewhere. So there's multiple viable terminals for inputting passwords. Sure, let's give this a shot. It is nice knowing I don't need to worry about AP in this dungeon. Oh no, it's a poison gas! It was flooded with prism radiation. Thankfully, we kind of know. I know what I'm looking for here. But you have to be really fast. And as you might have caught a glimpse of the onion, that's what we're looking for. It says experimental sample, Repsol seed. Grab Mandrake, that's meh. It says input code and main monitor. That's rude. So you show them, yeah. The dungeon is kind of annoying, honestly, but, you know. Also, just funny to imagine that Ryu's using a weak weapon from the start of the game and still dropping a lot of these enemies, and like, yeah. I made him swole under Bunyan. There. Feather Sword, so, you know, actually has some extra attack power. Password Repsol. It opened. Perhaps. We don't need to save, we're good. I don't know, is there a risk of this thing locking us out? We could just start smashing things in. It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna see if these things have anything useful to need to steal. Probably not, but always worth a check, you know? We do need to cull them down to just one, though. But that'll work. Antidote. Nope. Because yeah, a lot of things I'm doing is trying to, you know, focus on getting some more speed going. A lot of it is there's a tactic you can use where you don't care about speed on anyone except for one character, and I'm trying to avoid falling to that because I just kind of don't want to. I mean, I could, but I know I'm drawing weird, arbitrary lines. But they're lines in the sand that I've drawn with my own two hands, so... Yeah. We found a silver mail. Could be stealing scale mails, but also those enemies scare me. I don't think there's any doors here. Yeah. Because, I mean, it is more money. Like, not a lot of money, but it's more money. I didn't like forget something in here important, did I? No. Just a second, silver mail. Okay, was there anything in here I'm supposed to read, or is it... okay. Alright, there's a second two, of course. Another two over there, but there's a three over here. I guess on some other topics. But continuing to watch Zats. Still liking it. Feels like there's a lot of potential for what they're doing. And the latest episode, they made a lot of, they got a lot of use out of but they got a lot of use in the latest episode out of it being a dream, since the fight sequence, they did a bunch of trippy stuff in terms of the arena flip, you know, basically turning upside down and just, yeah. Alright, I forgot. Let's go to the Shadow Walk. There's also this I've completely skipped over. Oh, Ryu's now faster than them. A lot of exploring to do now. Repair notes. Unit 3 out of order. Adjust pressure countered by 10. Let me get a piece of paper out since I'm not gonna remember this. There we go. Always useful to keep a notepad on hand. You never know when it's like you're going to make something way easier on yourself by just writing it down. Well, trash pickup time. Another note. Oh, life jar drop. I guess that's 3 more I can give Nina. AA. There it is. GG, game's over. I'm joking, but if you know, you know, right? So, we'll get to that in a moment. Basically, if you've ever been looking at Ryu fighting, going, man, sure, it'd be nice if you just had a form that was like specialized for offense. Well, let me get into an actual. There should be a fight coming up soon that'd be perfect for showing it off. Ba-dum-bum. We found the sleep shells. She sells sleep shells by the seashore. Damn, that's a lot of damage for not being, you know, weak to anything. I know I could be learning Douse, but... probably just should next time we're in a fight with them, since they seem to like using it so much, probably wouldn't be a pain to learn. It looks really complicated. Alright. AA. There's only one left. I wonder, what does the AA project mean? Or does it have to do with mutants? What was my father trying to do? Good. I'm just really excited to go on a rant. Well, not to go on a rant, to ramble about the Force Chain. Not what I wanted to use, but that's fine. Ooh, I know, but also like I need to not bring through my AP before what is about to go down. $21. $39. $28. Okay. Okay. Prism gas is leaking out of the room. Ew. Don't know, honestly, let's not worry about anything other than just utilizing this for now. Going over the road might not be the best idea with it. Okay, so this whole thing of, you know, it's like, man, if only Ryu could have himself a dragon form that's actually like a physical attack focus. Well, we've got one now. That'll probably cost him the EX turn, but so in my initial playthrough, my first playthrough way back when, I missed the Force Gene. Never actually found it. I got a small taste of this form though once with there's a gene we'll get later that basically gives you random forms. And you're like, oh, what are you even going on about? It's like, you'll just it's fine. 2,200 damage. It's like, yes, Behemoth was insane, but yeah. Notice I also didn't need to use a whole bunch of genes. I did that with just using the Force Gene for 8 AP, so not even a huge AP cost. Yeah. 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 And before the speed down, Ryu currently was going to be at risk of doubling the enemies, so the nice thing with that form, like, the worst thing is, like, the big AP cost, though, comes from the Aura skill, but that skill's, like, the best physical attack skill in the game, practically. It costs 20 AP, though, but it hurts so much. It is essential to line up the counters in order from one with the lowest to... Okay. Okay. Just for a laugh, we're gonna just use... Yeah, just give me 1 second. 42. So we have 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Also, was there like absolutely nothing of note in here other than the boss fight? I think that was the case, yes. I'm gonna double check. Alright, also, you can add stuff to favorites if you want. So you can have a lot of fun with them if you really try. And considering he's getting, you know, the EX turns, I could in theory just be doing focus and attacking. Yeah. And unlike Behemoth, this doesn't take the other party members out of the equation. But it's just something I find funny that in my first playthrough of this game, I just missed that. I never went down that one little extra hallway to find the Force Gene, and yeah. It's easily the most powerful gene, it's the most powerful Dragon transformation in the game. Well, okay, not most powerful, but most effective, most efficient. The power you're getting out of it for the cost you put in is, yeah. And even if you hadn't, you know, swolled Ryu up at all, it still would be hitting pretty hard. I needed to not go this way. Oh. That's what I did wrong. We are looking for a 1, 3, 5, 4. My bad. 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. There we go. I got distracted when forgot that we needed to check something. Okay. Basically, there's that 1-3 door that kind of slipped my mind over in the 2 area. Sorry about that. Stuff happened. Cats were ready to be let out. Nothing. Okay. How rude. Nothing. I come back here thinking I'll get something out of the trip, and it's like, nope. It's like, you can look at the chest in the other room that you've probably already gotten. I guess it's a good reminder to go down there, I guess. Just great victories. What happens if I use... Oh. Support. So a support dragon form. Neat. Yes, let's rest. I'm almost starting to learn Might. Bum, bum. There's some good bass in that song, in that music. How many mutant onions have you made? It's time for revenge, honestly. I mean, yeah, you don't seem competent enough to build a place like this. Wrong. Because this isn't Talfey. Who cares what the tree says? Oh, the tree said it. Oh, that's interesting. What an insane man-child. Who has now shed his mortal form and become the Mushroom Man. Okay, so he does have something we can steal. Well, let's try. It's like Blitz, but rude. Trying to see if we can steal. Probably won't be able to, but I'll give it a shot. Discard, Nina. There we go, wisdom fruit. It's kind of worth it. Hard to argue with AP recovery. Oof. Of course it missed. It would be nice to have Lava Burst. Also, I kind of just want to kick his ass. Sure, why not? I could, but depending on what they try to do, reviving Momo would just result in Momo going down again. I can try, though. Of course. Yeah. Sure, why not? Just normal attacking, dealing that much damage. Oh, he has been buffed. No, I don't know if that buff applies to Publicate of a Dragon form. It probably did. Yeah, that would have destroyed Nina. Good thing I can just do this then, right? Considering it's been causing all the problems in the plant, let's just turn this off. Probably some moral implications, but also... I'm not convinced it was working. I don't know how much intelligence matters, but at the very least, Nina has a lot of it. Nina is very big-brained. Okay. I'll probably call stream once we're out of the plant. On one hand, it kind of feels like it hasn't done a lot this stream, but on the other hand, I know next stream's gonna be a lot. But also I feel like I've done a fantastic job of showcasing the warrior dragon form and why it's so obscenely OP without even, yeah. Time to find a new job, I guess. Yeah, probably. It's probably the end of the enhanced crops. Yeah. I think when we leave, we'll kickstart the next plot scene because we're gonna get into a whole shenanigans of trying to get the passport. But yeah. Let me go see about I think I'll pass on rating anyone right now, especially since I'm probably gonna, yeah. I'm gonna be getting lunch and either way. But thank you all for coming to watch. You're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. I'll be back. I might try to squeeze in a stream tomorrow, but most likely it'll just be next week. Anyways, goodbye, take care, and hopefully I see you all again. Peace.